Did you watch Married to Medicine? Because this episode made me upset. And you know the reason why I was upset. After what Dr. Simone did to Jackie, baby. I like Dr. Simone ain't right. She ain't right. And now this episode has bring me to light that Dr. Simone is really not a nice person. OMG. I say you could take the ghetto out of the hood, but you can't take the ghetto out of the person. And that is what Dr. Simone exhibits. She exhibits ghetto behavior to me. I'm like, how you a doctor behaving like this? OMG. What she did to Dr. Jackie is wrong, and I'm going to explain even more as we get into it. We're going to review the show, and it finished off with the party, and the ladies have their conversation, and Dr. Simone actually storms off because she is not satisfied with the end result of the conversation. And actually, Anila actually follows Dr. Simone. I'm like, how is Anila following Dr. Simone? But when Toya left, she didn't even go check on Toya. First of all, if I was Toya's friend, I would have checked on her to see if she was alright. And if I knew she was in a good presence of her husband, I would have went back to the group. But I don't even think Anila did that. But yet, you checking on Dr. Simone that you just met, I guess she had to find a way to team up with somebody, and I guess it's Dr. Simone. Toya actually interrupts the guys that's at the table talking about the girls, and the guys really didn't want to hear it. So Dr. Eugene, being a good husband to Toya, is actually taking her for a walk so she could calm down. Alright? And in good heart, the men are making fun of her actually, and talking about how you're not a good friend. And Dr. Simone and Dr. Heavenly actually gets into it, and they both cursing each other out. And everybody has a good husband, because everybody is trying to calm the ladies down. And the man is basically sick of this. Damon is right. He like, it's enough of black people attacking each other. We have done this already. Enough. We facing a lot in our community. We're getting slaughtered like the sheep at a slaughterhouse. Alright? And enough. The guys had enough of the ladies' drama, and they don't want no part of this. Alright? Dr. Simone is saying that she mad that Dr. Jackie picked Dr. Heavenly relationship over a 20-year relationship. And she feel like she expressed herself. But later on in the episode, is Dr. Simone really mad at Dr. Jackie because she's friends with Dr. Heavenly? I don't think so. And I agree with Dr. Contessa. Every time there's a problem in the group, Dr. Contessa is playing security. Bravo is not even getting their own security for the girls. Alright? Dr. Contessa, you see in the clips, is in between the ladies. And I feel like this clip shows Dr. Contessa being a good friend. She letting you know, if you rock with her, you're not going to get hurt in her presence. And I feel like that shows her heart as a friend, a true friend. Because if a true friend is going to be with you, they're not going to let nothing harm you or nothing come in your way. And that's what she do for the girls. Contessa is like, baby, you need to pay me more. And I'm with her. You need to run Contessa her money, honey. And she doing two things. She being a co-host and being a security. Run Contessa her money, baby. I'm right with you, girl. Get your money where you can get your money. Alright? To me, Dr. Jackie patient was hilarious. About the booty do. You want to know what a booty do is? It's when your stomach is sticking out further than your booty do. I thought that was funny. Did anybody laugh at that? I thought that lady was hilarious. I like funny people. I like to laugh, and I love funny people. And that lady was hilarious. To me, Dr. Jackie seemed like she is the it doctor in Atlanta, and everybody loves Dr. Jackie. because she seemed like a person that you could talk to and she will understand and probably not judge you while you talking to her. I don't know if that's the vibe I get from Dr. Jackie. And they show Dr. Simone patient, and you see her talking to her patients. And Dr. Simone just comes off to me. I don't know, but that's the vibe I get from Dr. Simone. She just off. She just give off all vibes. As a viewer looking in, she just give off all vibes. That's all I'm gonna say. And you show the parents spending time with the children. You see Dr. Heavenly with her daughter Laura, who grew up beautiful. I love the hair. And Dr. Heavenly want to know if she got any boyfriends. And Laura is just laughing her head off. She would not tell her mom if she had a boyfriend. And to me, you don't have to tell me because I'm going to know you had a boyfriend. I said as a parent, I'm going to use my psychic ability and I'm going to find out that information if my child have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Let me tell you. Alright? I'm not going to be that parent that you could be able to hide anything from me. I'm going to know everything through my psychic ability. Alright? Period. Then you have Toya with her boys. Alright? And Toya is coming from her tennis practice and she is changing the boys' schools. And she explaining to them why she's changing the boys' schools. Her boys' schools is not enough diversity. It's only a few blacks, probably her two sons in the school. And her son makes a joke about, and let me tell you, Toya do not like that. And I'm with Toya. She corrected her son. We is not going to use the word gangs, but friends. Okay? The kids want to know why they changed their school. The reason why she changing her kids' school is because the school believes in representation and believes in the Black Lives Matter, and they actually sent the students into the protest. They support that, and there's more diversity there. But at the end of the day, she's a parent that's paying $25,000 tuition for two young boys that's like 10 and 8. Boo, I like that is a waste of money. I'm not paying that much money for no young child. I'm not paying $25. I don't care how diverse they are. Alright? I think the reason why she got her kids in school is to say that she paid $25,000. Do you think that makes sense to pay $25,000 for these two little boys' tuition? I think that's ridiculous. That's just my opinion. It's ridiculous. If you feel otherwise, you need to comment that below and tell me how you feel about what I'm saying. Alright? Dr. Contessa and Dr. Scott is having a race to their new practice. Dr. Contessa is on foot and Dr. Scott is in the car. And let me tell you, that scene with Dr. Contessa running tells me all I need to know about Dr. Contessa. My girl is strong and fit. And baby, I think she could really whip somebody behind if she wanted to. That's the part. I like that running scene had me. And I said I need to be like Dr. Contessa and get in damn shape. I need to get in shape. Bad, child. I need to get in shape. I like, this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So, they actually go to their new practice and it's under construction. Because due to the pandemic, everything came to a halt. And the construction guy said they finally is able to have an inspection to get their permit. Their thing is actually nice. Their practice where it's going to be, I actually like it. It's not finished yet, but I like what I've seen so far. And Dr. Contessa and Dr. Scott is talking about how are they going to work together and fix their marriage. And to me, I'm kind of side-eyeing Dr. Scott. Because I'm like, he don't want to go to counseling. This is what he says to his wife. He think counseling is making his marriage worse. And I'm kind of side-eyeing Dr. Scott. I'm like, what? You don't want to go to counseling to fix your marriage? And Dr. Contessa disagreed that they need counseling because them doing it on their own is not really working. And I feel like, I don't know if Dr. Scott cheated on Dr. Contessa, but I'm like, how is a man going to waste money on side chicks, but you're not ready to waste money to fix your marriage? What is that? I'm sorry. What is that? I'm not saying Dr. Scott cheated on his wife. Like, I don't know that. But at the end of the day, if you can spend unnecessary money on other things, you can spend unnecessary money to fix your marriage. That's what I believe. If you is willing to fight, they just gotta find the right counselor that they could both agree on, that is helping their marriage, and they both have to do the work. They gotta put in the work for their marriage to get better. One cannot be willing to put in the work and the other one is not. And they have to be open to communication. When one is talking, one really gotta open their ears and listen. Like, you can't be both talking at the same time either. I'm just saying. I hope Dr. Scott get that marriage counseling. I really like Dr. Contessa, and I hope they work it out. And she's actually opening an addiction program, I believe. I'm not sure, but I know it's going to be cute, and I hope they really can help the people. It's too many people on drugs that could really need help. Here we go. We at Dr. Heavenly office, and there's a man that walked through the door. I said, before they even show the name, I like, why that man look like Quentin? I like, that man look like Quentin. I said, Quentin said he went to Dr. Heavenly office, right? And when he sat in the chair, they gave his stage name. It was actually him. I like, Quentin told about getting his teeth fixed about Dr. Heavenly, and he never mentioned that they filmed him. So that was a well-kept secret. They showed the before how the teeth was, and they showed the after how the teeth was. She said they say offensive stuff to people, and it be funny. Those are not my words. Those are her words, okay? That's why they're a BFF. So we're at Anila house, and did you see her nanny, Miss Gomez? Let me tell you, Miss Gomez looked like she could throw that in the kitchen. Whatever was in that pot, let me tell you, that stuff looked good. I don't know what Miss Gomez was cooking. The food looked delicious. And that tells me Anila do not cook in her house, okay? And she explains how she met her husband 7 years ago. And she actually worked in New York in the corporate world before she had her kid. And as she has her kids, she had to do a stay-at-home job as a blogger and made money doing it. And she is killing it with the fashion as she is blogging and felt an audience about it. They say bloggers make a lot of money. I don't know, because I'm not there yet. Alright? And I'm not a blogger either. I don't know what the hell I am at this point. I'm in between and does everything. I don't know what the hell I am at this point. One thing I didn't like is that they didn't check their son for pretending like he had COVID. I was not with that. I said they better teach their children. You better be careful what you speak over your life. Even though you might be playing, that stuff could come into existence. And what you're going to do when your son really get COVID-19. Is it going to be funny then? It's not. So, you need to nip that in the bud with your son playing about sickness. Black people, we do not play like that. We're not going to be making jokes like we got something. No, we don't. I mean, some people might do that, maybe because they don't know no better. I don't know. But over here, I don't play with sickness. I don't try to make jokes about sickness, because I don't want that stuff manifested into my life. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. That's all I see. You see Mrs. Gomez actually taking pictures of Anila because she's a blogger. I said Anila need to pay Miss Gomez 2 checks, because she can't be a nanny dealing with the children and taking pictures of you. Okay, being a photographer, you need to pay Miss Gomez more money. And I'm saying, people in Atlanta don't have black nannies, because even though some people might be racist in New York, white people do have black nannies. A majority of the white people, their nannies are West Indian blacks. Alright? I'm just saying. I like people don't have black nannies in Atlanta. Cause you see, it is the day of Michael's graduation party, and it's outside in the parking lot of Dr. Simone's OBGYN office, and everybody arrives, but you did not see Dr. Heavenly or Dr. Jackie. Yo, Dr. Simone pissed me off with this because she did not invite Dr. Jackie to the party. And I say, Dr. Simone is a doctor, but she can't fix her own bitterness. That is crazy to me. Simone did not invite Dr. Jackie out of spite. She knew that they had a 20-year relationship. Dr. Jackie delivered her son Michael, and known that Dr. Jackie is like an aunt to those kids and probably would do anything for those children. And she knew this would hurt Dr. Jackie the most, because she know how to get back at somebody who ain't got children. You know Dr. Jackie ain't got kids. So how do you hurt her? By withholding your children from her. For her not going to the party. And at the end of the day, I thought that was a terrible deed. Dr. Simone acted like a bitter baby mama who's using their kids for leverage when a man daddy ain't doing right by the mama. And I'm not with nobody. Anybody that use their kids over one person for leverage is a spiteful, vindictive person. And I would never agree with that at all. At the end of the day, people might say Dr. Jackie is passive aggressive. I don't care. Dr. Jackie's attitude is not that bad where you want to be very hurtful towards her by trying to stick a knife in her heart. And that's exactly what Dr. Simone did for not inviting Dr. Jackie to the party. Alright? And Dr. Jackie felt really hurt by that. And I feel like Dr. Simone is manipulative, and she's really trying to control the situation by using her adult son, by not having Dr. Jackie attend the party, or because Dr. Jackie want to be friends with Dr. Heavenly. And I say, what is this really about? Because Dr. Simone, you can't be really mad because Dr. Jackie is friends with Dr. Heavenly. Because at the end of the episode, you see Dr. Simone kikiing with Dr. Heavenly. You supposed to be mad at this lady for her talking about your husband. And this, they actually apologize to each other at the end for the disrespect to each other. Well, only one person there I heard an apologize. Dr. Heavenly apologized. I ain't hear Dr. Simone apologize. But I'm like, if you could kiki and fix the relationship with somebody that talk about your husband, but you can't forgive Dr. Jackie? Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? And Dr. Jackie might have not stood up for you. You have some people that is not combative. You have some people who do not like to get into conflict. And I feel like that is what Dr. Jackie is. She is not a combative person, and she don't like to get in conflict. So how do you expect to be friends with somebody who do not like to get in conflict? How do you expect a friend to stand up for you knowing that in reality, the person and what they say about you is probably right? That's why she probably didn't say anything. Because she know how your behavior is. You is a ratchet ghetto doctor. I said you could drive around in Porsches. You could live in the nicest house, but you cannot fix your own personality. Your personality is not nice to me. Alright? It's just not nice. And to hurt a woman knowing that she can't have children. And I'm putting Dr. Simone in time out. And see, she apologized to what she did to Dr. Jackie and admit the reason why she did not invite Dr. Jackie to that party, it was to hurt her to the core. Because she knows she can't have children. And to hurt a woman that can't have children and to withhold your own children from them. And I don't respect nobody like that. And after Dr. Simone did that, I would never be friends with her. To me, that relationship would be dead forever. Forever. That's just me. You have Dr. Jackie coming home from a long day of work, and her husband is actually in the kitchen making food. The food look good. It look alright. It look like her husband could do something in the kitchen. But I need him to put a little moisture on the greens. The greens look too dry. You could just put a little olive oil, salt, and pepper. That's fine. But the greens looked too dry. Dr. Jackie actually expresses that it hurt her that Dr. Simone did not invite her to the party. She I knew her kids way back when, since birth. Since birth. I was the delivery doctor at the end of the day. And she felt hurt by that. And her husband actually give her good advice. If you want to establish this relationship, you got to be honest and put everything on the line. It was something they blurred up. I think a dog was eating a dead squirrel. I have no idea. I'm first of all, how the hell did the dead squirrel get into your house? I don't know. But that is a sign to me that Dr. Simone is a toxic person. And that is a metaphor that she would tear down Dr. Jackie if Dr. Jackie be friends with Dr. Simone. Sometimes you just gotta cut your losses with people. People grow out of people, and you just gotta move on the best way you can after somebody is being manipulative and vindictive. Well, let me tell you something. This episode really got me heated, and I want to thank you for listening. At the end of the day, you are spectacular and continue to shine. Have a good day. Don't forget to smile. You are handsome. You are beautiful. And don't let nobody tell you otherwise.